Well, my father actually worked for Astra in 1968. He became one of the professionals, and together with the owner that time, William Suryajaya, make Astra one of the biggest company in Indonesia now. In the 80s, when he decided he want to be entrepreneurs, then he starting to build the Thohir group, the Thohir family, which is at the beginning he focused on coal mining, food, property, and automotive. And then in 1993, actually my father, Garibaldi Thohir, coming from US, he's a crown prince actually in the family. That's why when you see all the lists, he used to be the one who represent the family. And I support him because he's a very good brother for me. So actually he's helping the family since 1991. And then I graduated from schools, coming back, and helping the family actually until around 2000, 2001. Then after that, I spoke to my father and my brother, can I do also the business that I like, because for me, the patient is very important when I do the business, so it makes me, you don't feel tired. You wake up the morning, you go to the office, you work until 11, 1 o'clock at night, you go home, you don't feel tired because it's the patience, right? So that's why my father and my brother was asking me, what business you want? So I telling them, I like media, then they were pretty surprised at times because, oh, media. But again, they support me. That's why I'm buying the newspaper, Republica, at that times. Not in good condition because the newspaper is dying. So myself and my teams can turn around the business after 3 years. So Republica become healthy. And if you see Republica not only a paper right now, we also have onlines, but we also have television under Republica groups. And then from that, I'm moving forward, say, I want to do radio. I want to do TV and so on. So basically, my father, my brother support me because they trust me. Because one of the philosophy from my family, money is number two, but your knowledge, your name is very important. That's why people trust you. Sport basically coming later. We start coming to the sport basics actually when I have a basketball team. Same story, not in a good conditions, but again, we make sure the owners and the management can work together, and also the coach. We're planning for 5 years. Then if you see, our basketball team right now, Indonesia, one of the strongest. I think from 12 season, we won 8 championships. I think that's the hard work we do together between the owner and management. Then of course, then later on, we have an opportunity to coming to Philadelphia Sixers in NBA, and then DC United, and of course, hopefully later on with Mr. Moratti.
So you spoke about
Ha
your
parlato di
passion.
passione. Come
How
possono
can
coesistere
passion
passione e
and
business,
business
soprattutto quando
coexist,
deve prendere
when
delle
you have
decisioni?
to make some decisions?
I really believe, patient is the one who driving you, right? But of course, patient is not enough. You have to be focused. Because with all the competition right now going on, not only football, I'm talking about the business. The most successful business because you focus. Look at many companies right now. Apple can be strong, Samsung can be strong because of the phone, right? On the other story, BlackBerry going down, Nokia going down. Yeah, not because they're not focused, because being focused is not enough. Not only focus, but you have to become more creative, right? Because that's why number two for me, especially, you have to upgrade your knowledge to compete, because otherwise you lost. Because the world now very global, is very competitive. We're not talking about now between country, but also people to people, and of course the company and company. So especially at this moment, if you see the world is getting younger. I don't know what the population in Italy in terms of the young and old generations, but for example, like Indonesia, we have 250 million people in Indonesia. 50% below 40 years old. And then the average age in Indonesia, the people in Indonesia is 28 years old. It's a young country. That's why if you see most of the digital business in Indonesia is become the top.